the most mysterious phenomena, the rarest facts, the most exciting ideas, the most amazing people. And all this awaits you at the Factbox channel. Stay with us, like, and subscribe. A lot of interesting things lie ahead. Our brain stores heaps of information and is not fully understood by scientists. Many people try to unravel the secrets of the most important organ of mankind, but still haven't found all the answers. Today on Factsinbox, we'll reveal 9 secrets of our brains. The brain takes longer to wake up than the body. It really does. And if normal resting is enough for the body, then do not forget about the brain. The intellectual abilities of a person immediately after waking up are lower than after a sleepless night or in a state of moderate intoxication. It's very useful to do a little brain workout in the morning. This means that you should not turn on the TV in the morning, but rather read something or solve a crossword puzzle. It's also recommended to refrain from using gadgets in the morning. Going for morning jogs and eating breakfast, which enhances the metabolic processes occurring in your body, is also a good idea. Exercise helps keep your brain fit. This scientific finding destroys the stupid athlete stereotype. After all, consistent exercise increases the number of capillaries in the brain, which allows you to deliver more oxygen and glucose. Former athletes' minds decline at a much slower pace than those who didn't engage in regular exercise. For the sake of effectiveness, sports should last at least 30 minutes several times a week. The brain grows during training. Surprisingly, it can actually be pumped up like muscles. On average, it reaches 1,424 grams in an adult male and about 1,324 grams in a woman, but women also have more gray matter. Perhaps this is due to the fact that gray matter prevails among individuals with a humanitarian mindset. And, as we know, women tend to have a stronger natural inclination towards the humanities. The brain produces enough electricity to light up a small light bulb. Just imagine how amazing this organ is and all the potential energy it has. According to scientists from Stanford University, a robot with a processor comparable in intelligence to a human brain will require at least 10 megawatts of electricity to work properly. During the day, our neurons generate enough energy to light a light bulb. In addition, the brain is much faster than the most intelligent computers. The brain's storage capacity is practically unlimited. It sounds like fantasy, but it's true. Our brain is able to accommodate as much information as we wish. It's impossible to know too much or to receive so much new information that there is nowhere else to store it. In our brains, unlike computers and phones, space never ends. Though, lack of sleep can adversely affect the ability to remember data. Inside the brain, information is cut into separate fragments and distributed over its various areas. Signals and stimuli from the outside world are recorded in various areas of the brain. Information is fragmented, instantly redistributed, and interacts with the mind. Even concepts that we perceive as parts of a single whole are encoded in our brain separately. If a person looks at a complex picture, their brain instantly separates the vertical lines from the horizontal ones and stores them in different areas. The same thing happens with colors. Prayer heals the brain. Faith in God not only gives hope for a brighter future, but is truly healing. When a person prays, his breathing normalizes, as do the wave vibrations of the brain. And this helps to recover even from very difficult diseases. By the way, prayer, in essence, is also a form of meditation. You shouldn't speak out loud about your goals. Do you know why sometimes it's important not to tell anyone about your plans? No, not because they will jinx it. It turns out that the moment a person shares information about a goal they have set for themselves, their brain perceives it as already fulfilled. That is, they're satisfied with the story itself. This is why energy and motivation to achieve what is intended falls after speaking it aloud. For example, as a woman, sometimes it's enough to try on a new thing rather than buying it to experience joy and inspiration. During the day, a person has about 70,000 thoughts. Just imagine this amount. An ordinary person simply doesn't notice how all the information passes through their mind. And what's even more amazing is the speed with which one thought changes to another. And if we're more attentive, we'll recognize something unique in our thoughts. Among them, there is at least one daily bordering on genius. There are no two people in the world with identical brain wiring, and there are no exceptions to this rule. Imagine, for example, that adult twin brothers watch a movie together. Different neural connections will be created in their heads, even if only because they cannot see the film from the same point in space. These differences seem inconsequential, but the point is that even the same event leaves two prints in two heads. People simply cannot have absolutely identical memories. There's no way. Smell has the ability to evoke memories. This phenomenon is called the Proust effect. The French writer Marcel Proust, in his half-autobiographical epic In Search of Lost Time, indirectly proved the connection between smells and memory. An interesting nuance is that the researchers found that only some types of memory are susceptible to odors. As a rule, aromas do their delicate work when memories are associated with emotionally colored events. Obviously, olfactory signals are analyzed in the same area of the brain that is involved in the formation of emotions and the preservation of their memory.